guys, welcome to Classic Rock and Country Music Facts and Trivia. Appreciate you being here. Before we get started, I ask you to please subscribe. Thank you very much. Today's video is on George Strait. Call him the king of country. 10 things you may not know about him. Pretty interesting stuff. Take a look. Okay, we'll start with he didn't get into country music until later in life. George Strait grew up in Pearsall, Texas, and spent most of his childhood working on his family's 2,000-acre cattle ranch. As a Texan growing up on a ranch, one would think Strait would be a country music fan since birth, but that wasn't the case. He once shared that he didn't listen to the radio much growing up, and if he did, he was listening to the news or farmers' reports. He first found an interest in music in high school when he joined the garage band, but even then it wasn't country music that he was interested in, but rather rock and roll. He shared he was a big fan of the Beatles, who were popular when he was in school. Strait couldn't avoid country music for long, though, as he was soon influenced by the live country music shows that toured Texas. He was raised mostly by his father. When Strait was in the 4th grade, his father and mother got a divorce. His mother, Doris, then moved away with his sister, Pensy, leaving his father, John, to raise him and his brother, John Jr. Strait once shared in his book, George Strait, the story of country's living legend, that his father made sure to raise him in the Baptist faith. My dad, of course, raised my brother and me on his own, and he raised us in a real religious atmosphere, he said. We're all Baptists, and he always told me that the Lord would tell me what he wanted me to do with my life, and I kind of believe that's really true. So I didn't worry about it much, didn't think about it that much. He eloped with his high school love, Norma. Throughout his storied career, Strait had the love of his life, Norma, beside him for the entire ride. The couple had a lifelong love story as they will celebrate their 50th anniversary in December of 2021. He was in the Army. Soon after he married Norma, Strait enlisted in the U.S. Army as an infantryman. His time in the Army was another moment that pointed him towards a career in music. While he was stationed at the Shoefield Barracks in Hawaii, Strait joined an Army band called Rambling Country. He didn't find immediate success in music and almost gave up. After his time in the Army, Strait went to college at Southwest Texas State University and graduated with a degree in agriculture. While in college, he joins his famous Ace in the Hole band, and they gained a local following. Strait soon became friends with a bar owner who previously worked for MCA Records in Nashville, and he convinced some record executives to come hear Strait play. However, they did not offer him a deal over concern about marketing Western-leaning country in a genre that was at the time leaning pop. Strait started making various trips from Texas to Nashville looking for a record deal, but he was turned down every time. He then took a job designing cattle pens, seemingly giving up on music, but his wife encouraged him to give music one more try. Then in '81, he finally received a deal from MCA Nashville. He's experienced great loss. While Strait was unmatched success in his career, he was also a great tragedy in his life. In '86, his daughter, Jennifer, was killed in a car accident in St. Marcos, Texas. She was only 13. Strait is not an artist who gives many interviews to the press, and in his rare talk with a New Yorker, he said his daughter's death is the reason he stayed away from the media. I didn't feel like talking about it, so I quit. I did want to keep singing, absolutely, but I was at the point where I'm, all right, this is just going to cost me my career. Then so be it. That's the only way I'm going to be able to cope with it. He was helped with hurricane efforts. Strait still lives in his home state of Texas, and he has taken multiple opportunities to give back to the place he loves. After Hurricane Harvey devastated the Texas coast in 2017, Strait joined Governor Greg Abbott in visiting the coastal town of Rockport, Texas, to greet members of the local community who were affected by the deadly storm. He also participated in an advertising campaign aimed at encouraging tourism. He has supported our troops in multiple ways. As a veteran himself, Strait has never shied about his support of the U.S. military and has shown his support in various ways over the years. Launched a golf tournament called a Vaqueros del Mar Invitational Golf Tournament and Concert, which is held annually. The event raises funds for the Troops First Foundation, which helps wounded veterans and their families. He's a friend with the former President George W. Bush. Strait is one of the most famous Georges in Texas, overshadowed only by former President and Texas resident George W. Bush. And it turns out that the two men are friends. Strait performed at Bush's and his wife's an intimate 70th birthday party in October of 2016. He is not a member of the Grand Ole Opry. And country fans might be surprised to learn that Strait, the man dubbed the King of Country Music, is actually not a member of the ultimate country music institution, Grand Ole Opry. It's unclear why Strait has never invited or never accepted an invitation, but some have speculated it's because he has kept his residence in Texas while the Opry's in Nashville, Tennessee. And there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed this. For you rock and rollers, we'll be getting into some more rock here before long. I just think I owe some of the country people some country music stuff as well. I've been doing a lot of rock lately, so hope you guys enjoyed this. Please don't forget about classic TV facts and trivia. Head on over there, check it out. I hope you had a great weekend. Hope you have a great day. God bless, and I'll be praying for you.